18th August 2019, I travelled to Okehampton station on one of the summer Sunday services with a rover ticket. I did this for two reasons: clearing the Okehampton line and travel on the Dartmoor Railway to Meldon Viaduct. Little that I knew, in 825 days later, I shall be returning to Okehampton station. But the question is, why am I coming back to Okehampton? Hello there, Cyberland. You join me at Exeter St David's Railway Station. Now, today we're going to be doing something special because today's date is the 20th of November 2021. So on this day, the 20th of November 2021, is the day when services have restarted on the Okehampton branch, also known as the Dartmoor Line. Now, there's a bit of history to this line, but we won't go into too much detail at the moment. Before 1972, they used to have a regular service to Okehampton here, but then it ceased. Then you had the odd summer Sunday service in the summer, run by Great Western Railway, and today they're actually getting a regular service to Okehampton. But we're not actually going to Okehampton straight away. We are visiting a few more stations first along the way before we reach Okehampton. And also with me, I actually do have a guest with me, which is just over here right now.
Hi.
Hello, people of the internet. This is
Oh yeah,
AJ.
hello people of the internet. I'm AJ, and this is Simon.
Yes. So you'll go straight to Okehampton.
Yes.
But I'm going to take a slower way by stopping off some stations along the way.
A step-by-step route.
Yes.
Yes.
So we're going to board the 10:46 service to Okehampton, but I'm getting off at Newton St Cyres first.
Yep.
Because there is something interesting about that station that I want to talk about there.
There's something interesting about a lot of stations down here.
Very interesting. While myself and AJ get on the 10:46 Great Western Railway service to Okehampton, this is how today's video will play out. Once on the 10:46 to Okehampton, the train will be calling at Newton St Cyres. So I can alight the train here because I've got some interesting information to talk about Newton St Cyres. And AJ will stay on the train and carry on his journey to Okehampton. After spending an hour and 30 minutes at this location, I shall be leaving Newton St Cyres on the 12:25 Great Western Railway service to Barnstaple, but getting off at Crediton. Because at Crediton, I shall be changing trains and catching the 1300 Great Western Railway service to Okehampton, the terminus of the Dartmoor Line, and which hasn't seen a regular service since 1972. It has been 49 years since Okehampton saw a last regular service. That is basically today's video planned and explained. It's time to close the doors and depart Exeter St David's. Now, during my railway journeys, I do come to some bizarre locations. And this is a bizarre location right here. This is Newton St Cyres station. Now, during the video, I actually do say Newton St Cyres. I do apologise. You'll find out when I realise I butchered it up in this video coming up. But this is on the Tarka line towards Barnstaple. And it's also on the Dartmoor line towards Okehampton. And it is a very interesting station, to be honest with you. Really interesting. And this railway station used to have 12 services a day stopping on a Saturday. Now it's 14 services. It's been bumped up by 2. So there's 14 trains that stop here. You could also tell this station used to be double track through here, because the bridge down there is wide enough for 2 tracks. And there's also a disused platform on this side as well, as you can just see through the grass. Also, what I've known on this station side is at Newton St Cyres, which I've just covered up, Wessex trains. God, that's going back so many years. So I'm just going to use this help point here to see where the next train is. So I push the yellow button, it should tell you where the next train is.
Please wait.
This station is Newton St Cyres.
Oh.
The next train to arrive at this station in the direction of Barnstaple will be the 12:25 Great Western Railway service to Barnstaple.
I just pronounced that station wrong. It's not Newton St Cyres, it's Newton St Cyres. So I'm going to explain quickly why there's a do not release door sign here, guard local door release. It's because the platforms are so low here that they had to install a Harrington hump here. So basically only one door opens on the train to allow people off and on the train. Hello? 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 On this board right behind me here, it says Newton St Cyres is half a mile away. You can tell how the railway station is not actually near a town, a village, it's in the middle of nowhere. But you turn right behind me here, looking towards there, that's the entrance to the railway station. It just feels like you're entering someone's house than a railway station, to be honest with you. So, do I like roads without any paths? No, I do not. And as you can see, there's no footpaths here. But I'm looking down at the railway station on top of this railway bridge because I want to talk about this white building right here. This house used to be the station master's house, which is the only thing that remains at Newton St Cyres station. Also, what I notice here at Newton St Cyres station, not St Cyres, is that there's a nice little garden here. I'll just put it in shot now, there we go. At the end of this here, there's an old station sign that says Newton St Cyres. Now I really do like Newton St Cyres station. It's buried in the countryside. The village is half a mile away, so you've got to walk half a mile away to the village. The only thing that's here at Newton St Cyres is a few houses and a pub, that's it. But we are going to be catching the 12:26 Great Western Railway service to Crediton, which is in that direction heading towards Okehampton and Barnstaple. But the only problem is with this station is it's actually a request stop. So I'm going to have to put my hand out to show my intentions that I want this train to stop at Newton St Cyres. So we're now at this next station. We're only here for half an hour to change trains, but this is Crediton Station. Now Crediton Station actually gained a lot more services than it should have, because every other hour when Okehampton train stops here, it actually gets a half an hourly service towards Exeter, which is brilliant indeed. So Okehampton are the winners because they got their passenger services back, but Crediton's also the real winners because it gets a half an hourly service towards Exeter. And when, in May 2022, hopefully, when it gets an hourly service from Okehampton, this gets a full half-hourly service towards Exeter. But Crediton Station was opened on the 12th of May 1851 by the Exeter and Crediton Railway, but the station was designed by Isambard Kingdom Brunel. Now here's a real kick of the teeth for you. Isambard Kingdom Brunel built the Great Western Railway. This station was taken over by the London South Western Railway. How's that for a good kick of the teeth? So just a little further north from Crediton Station is the level crossing, which is just right here, and Crediton Single Box. Now Crediton Single Box is where they exchange the tokens here for Barnstaple or Okehampton. They do a token exchange and then the trains carry on up the line towards their destinations. Also at Crediton Station, I've just seen this. This is on the Exeter St David's bound platform. But I think I'll be taken for a right mug here, because there's a load of mugs on this tree, and I think there's a kettle too. That is very interesting to see, that is. So our train is actually just pulling in right now. This is the 1300 to Okehampton, which for the first time since 1972 is getting a regular service. And it's going to be interesting because the last time I did this journey was actually on a Sunday only, when the trains were going to Okehampton so I could ride the Dartmoor Line, or the Dartmoor Railway. It's just pulled in now, so we're going to jump on board and get to Okehampton. Dartmoor Line, and we're actually now on the Dartmoor Line heading towards Okehampton. Now, as I mentioned at Crediton, the first time in 50 years they've seen a regular service on the Okehampton Line. Now, when they had these Sunday services, the problem was the line was actually owned by the Dartmoor Railway, so they were running Great Western trains about 4 to Okehampton, 4 back towards Exeter a day on a Sunday under the Dartmoor Railway metals. But unfortunately the Dartmoor Railway fell into administration and ended up coming back to British Rail Network Rail's track. But there is also a casualty from this as well, and the casualty is Sandford Courtenay Station. While Okehampton Station permanently stays open, Sandford Courtenay Station is permanently closed. There are also plans here to build Okehampton Parkway in its place though, so there is going to be a new station on this line, hopefully coming very soon, but don't know when. Anyway, we should be arriving at Okehampton very shortly. The last time here was at Okehampton was the 18th August 2019, but back then it was a heritage railway line which ran trains from Sandford Courtenay, sometimes Okehampton to Meldon Quarry. And this is why this line was kept open after it closed in 1972, was freight trains actually went to that quarry to take ballast away from that quarry so they could ballast the railways with it. Okehampton Station was opened in 1871 by the London and South Western Railway, but as I mentioned it did close in 1972, reopened as a heritage line in 1997, but the last train on that heritage railway ran on Christmas Eve in 2019. After that there was nothing here, but this government actually saw this as an opportunity as part of Restore Your Railway Fund to reopen the line to Okehampton. Now Okehampton does feel like a heritage railway station because it once was. It was also part of the Southern Railways network because you actually had through trains through here taking you towards Bude, onto Blair Alston, which took you actually to Plymouth, which was the alternative way, which I think they regretted that now what happened at Deutsche. It's now part of the National Rail Network and they have modernised this station. It has a ticket machine now. It actually has some dot matrix screens. It actually has a help point. And it's also got some modern station signage as well. Now I was in a bookshop on platform 2 looking at some books because I do love a good bookshop. I actually picked up this little bag. And this bag right here has actually got the Dartmoor Line logo on it. Now I'll explain quickly about this logo because this logo was actually designed by somebody in Okehampton called Tom Watts, who is 16 years old. And this logo is now on the company's trains, the Great Western Railway, the company stations. And it's just a lovely logo of the Dartmoor Line. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go back to Exeter St David's on this train, but before I do, I actually want to point something out because this unit right here I'm pointing at is 150-261. Now the funny thing is that was the same unit I travelled on the 18th of August 2019 when I came to Okehampton. So I'm on the same train back to Exeter that I did it over 2 years ago. Anyway, I'm going to jump on this now because it's going to leave in a second. I'm going to head back to Exeter. So we now made it back to Exeter St David's, and AJ's back with us.
Yes.
So how did you find the Okehampton branch?
Well, I kind of ended up walking much further than it has been reopened because I went all the way down to Meldon Viaduct, which was beautiful, if a bit sad, because Meldon Quarry's all kind of abandoned. So I covered a lot more of the Okehampton branch than necessary, but Okehampton Station itself, very nice.
Brilliant.
Very nice.
And we know a YouTuber who loves a good pair of viaducts.
They...
But anyway, it has really been a good day getting down to Okehampton. We stopped off at Newton St Cyres.
Sires.
Newton St Cyres, yeah.
Like a sire.
Which was an interesting request stop.
Yes.
We stopped off at Crediton, and then we stopped off at Okehampton, which was the end of the Dartmoor Line. And
Yes.
it has really been good seeing that line reopen again at part of with virtually all beaching funds.
Yes.
Like, it only took 9 months to rebuild the line to the standards it is today,
Yep.
because there was no trains running on it.
Yeah.
And it was really good to see it be back open, and it's now back on the public network, so trains can want to serve that place again.
Yes. And you can tell just how happy
Everyone was
locals,
happy.
enthusiasts, everyone was happy.
Everyone
to
was
see it. Lovely.
happy. Like you said this morning, there was a brass band there, was there?
Brass band, there was a a cappella 1950s swing trio singers singing songs. Everyone was packed out, there was flags. It was lovely. It was like a big party.
Yeah.
Great.
And then AJ has done a video as well, so it probably won't be up when this goes up, but I'll put it in the cards as soon as it goes up on your channel.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
And
I'll do the same for this one, obviously.
And do subscribe to another well, it used to be another station in a while, but it's AJ
The video-
Omega 2. Is it?
It's AJ Omega. That's it.
Yeah,
There's
AJ
no
Omega.
number. AJ Omega 1.
Yeah, AJ Omega. So do subscribe to his channel. Has really been a brilliant day spending some of the day with you.
Yep, I would concur.
Yep. So that's it. Please do visit the Dartmoor Line. Go have a ride on it. It is a good ride. So feel free to like, subscribe, and comment down below, all that YouTube stuff. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. I'll see you for another video pretty soon.
There.
Bye.